Welcome everyone. In the previous section, we have seen few common characteristics of living beings. Today we learn the next remaining characteristics of living beings. The next characteristic is all living beings show respond to stimulus. Respond means to sudden change. Here stimulus is nothing but showing a response to sudden changes. For some examples are given here. Look at the picture, students, here. In the first picture, when we touch a hot object, suddenly we remove our hand. It is called a stimulus. Similarly, when thorns prick our feet, we feel pain. In the second picture, when you show a piece of bread or a meat to a dog, it secretes saliva. Saliva means, students, it is a water substance which is produced in the mouth of the dog. Next, in third picture, snake hissing in self-defense. In the fourth picture, if you touch a butterfly, what will it do, students? It may fly away from that place to another place. Means it reacts to changes in its surroundings. The change in the surrounding is called a stimulus. And the reaction of the butterfly to fly away is called the response. Next example, when we touch a touch me not plant, they immediately leaves. They show response. It is nothing but stimulus. In the next picture, you see the stinging of scorpion. When some external things touches it, immediately they show response. Similarly, when we touch, heat, cold, sound, smell, laughing, crying, showing anger, all these are the examples of stimulus. So all living beings like birds, animals, plants, human beings, they show stimulus. Next characteristic is living beings have a lifespan. The period between life and death of an organism is called lifespan. You observed here different organisms have a different lifespan. Like turtle average lifespan is 150 years, elephant average lifespan is 70 years, cow and eagle lifespan is 20 years, and human being lifespan is around 70 to 80 years. Then what about plants? Do they have a lifespan or not? Yes, plants also have a lifespan. Plants are classified into annuals, biennials and perennials. Now one by one we have studied that. First is annuals. Plants which bears flower, produces fruits and seeds after they die in a year or a season. Means annuals are the plants that have a lifespan for 1 year or a 1 season after they die. And in that period they produces flowers, fruits, seeds after they die. For example, jawar, wheat, paddy, pumpkin and tomato and cotton. All these are the examples of annuals. Next is biennials. Plants which live up to 2 years or 2 seasons and they produce flower, fruits and seeds and die. For example, carrot, ginger, radish, cabbage, sugarcane and beetroot. Biennials are the plants which are live for 2 years or 2 seasons. They also produces flower, fruits and seeds after they die. Examples are given here. Look at the picture, students, here. That is a carrot, ginger, radish, cabbage, sugarcane and beetroot. All these are the examples of biennials. Next is perennials. Plants which live for many years and keep producing flower, fruits and seeds. Means perennials are the plants, some plants which live for many years and they also produces flowers, fruits and seeds throughout their life. They are called perennials. For example, mango, lemon, coconut, neem, jackfruit and arecanut. All these are the examples of perennials. Now we see classification of the plants based on the seed leaf. What is seed leaf? See here students, when we plant a seed in the soil, leaves come out from the seed. Right students? So it is called a seed leaf. Based on this seed leaf, plants are classified into two. They are monocotyledons plant and dicotyledon plants. Students, you observing in the second picture, one leaf is coming out of the seed. Right students? So it is called a monocotyledons plant. Means they have a single cotyledon. And you look at the third picture. In this picture you see they have two leaves come out of the soil. Means it is a dicotyledons plant. Means they have two cotyledons. Plants are classified based on the seed leaf. Monocotyledon seeds has one single cotyledon seed leaf. For example, jawar, maize, paddy, wheat and bajra. Next is dicotyledon. Dicotyledon plants has two cotyledons. They have two seed leaf. For example, almond, green gram, rajma, soyabean, bengal gram, cashew nut, groundnut and house gram. These are the examples of dicotyledon. Next is importance of animals protection. You have learnt about the characteristics of living beings. Plants and animals are the two important components of the environment. Animals play an important role in the maintaining the environmental balance. If animals are destroyed, it affects other organisms as there will be a scarcity of food. Why should we protect plants? For rain, for food or a future generation. So we must protect them for proper rain, proper food and for future generation, because we are living in the wonderful world. Remember one thing always, if we protect nature, it will protect us. So students, I hope you understand that lesson. Here your first chapter is completed. I give some activities you do in your homework notebook. The first activity is list out the animals that lay eggs and those which are directly gives birth to a young ones. For example, which are laying eggs like a bird, snake and which are give birth directly to young ones like a human being, cow, dog. Next activity is name some plants that reproduces through seeds and stem. For example, I give you which are reproduces by seeds. They are tomato, brinjal, chili. These are the examples which are reproduces by seeds, and which are reproduces by stem. They are sugarcane and rose. Next activity, write the uses of the plants which are given below. Write the uses of plants, annuals, plants and biennial plants and perennial plants. All these you do in your homework notebook. So in the next video we study the question answers about living world.